Hey everyone, Evil Steve here. Now this week we are showcasing the Yaggababble, which is a fun demon which is given a phrase and they only kill other players when it's said in public. Now, as is tradition for me, at the start of the game, I give the Yaggababble a few choices and see which one they want to take. And in this case, they opted for a two-word phrase, which is the minimum number of words that you can give them. Now, will this be enough to help push the evil team over the finish line for the win? Well, I'm pretty sure it'll be a close one either way. Enjoy. We're ready to get rolling on tonight's game, and then we'll kick it in high gear. This is China Shop by Autumn, and it was a finalist and or a winner. I think it was one of the final winners of the Lord of Typhon contest. All right, sweet. I'm going to go set up a Grim. You guys stay here. I'll be back. Or if you want to follow me, you can, but then it would ruin the game for you, so I wouldn't recommend it. Haha, I'll mute myself so they can't hear me anyways. All right, chat. How are we doing tonight? I haven't checked my queue to see if anyone's redeemed anything or not. Have you guys seen El Rock, first time chatter says first time here live. Nice. Is it the first time you had in your schedule, or you just learned about us recently, so you're catching it live for the first time? You've watched all of our YouTube content, and now you're like, I want to see the chaos as it unfolds. Because I'll tell you, when you're playing live, things can go off the rails really fast. A shout out. I'll do the shout out. Okay, there is a shout out from Crew. I'll do that for sure at the start of the game. Try to remind me, chat, if I forget that at the start of the game we need to do that. So if you are interested in redeeming roles, now is your chance. So the demons in this one are Yaggababble, Lord of Typhon, and Oho. I'll be honest. The reason I picked this script is I was feeling Yaggababble. I went in and I was looking for different characters that were tickling my fancy. Yaggababble was definitely one of the ones that were tickling my fancy, so I think I'd love to run that. But if one of you guys are interested in redeeming another demon, let me know. My evil thing was like basically doing like a Yaggababble amnesiac with the phrase like I got cold or I got warm. Maybe I got warm would be a fun one. Something that like leans into that amnesiac ability. All right. Joined the Discord a couple weeks ago and played my first games from watching on YouTube regularly. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed your first games. Hopefully, did you run with Tiffy? Was Tiffy one of the storytellers? Because she does a lot of the new character or the new player games. So she's great for like onboarding new players. All right. I don't see anyone redeeming anything. Oh, Storm's coming. Storm's coming for that. So I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna put in a Yaggababble. Fell off the roof at Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. Is that something that happened, or is that your Yaggababble phrase? Because that's a crazy Yaggababble phrase. It's very specific. I don't think they could say it more than once. Oh, you redeemed a method of death. I see that now. Ooh, RK Richard RPG gifted a tier 1 sub to Elrock41. Thanks, Richard. Richard was actually a storyteller at Chris Grace's event in LA this last weekend, which maybe we should have plugged it more on this channel. It kind of snuck up on me, but there's a live, the Clocktower live event, and they did a bunch of games before it that you could play in. And Richard, Eric, Mark, Samantha were all there from the Grim, and I know Richard was one of the storytellers. So that was a cool thing. I can't wait to hear more about how it went. Yaggababble phrase, Clocktower Con Vegas. All right. I like maybe a witch. I like the idea of a widow. Oh, JC Painless did your first game, then you dove straight in the deep end with a Boffin script second game. Oh my gosh. That's a wild first experience. I was told green. Godfather's interesting. But yeah, maybe we'll simulate a witch. We'll leave open to simulate a witch, and we'll do okay. So Devil's Advocate is here. Is there any reason to survive? Tea Lady, Fool. Yeah, I do like Widow, Devil's Advocate. I think Pacifist. Thanks. There's a lot of good reasons for that. And then that gives us two outsiders. Uh, I'm always up for taking a storyteller ability. Technically, there are. Oh, Rock and Roller gifted out 2 community subs. Thank you. There actually are higher tier subs, like tier 2 subs. I don't know from like the Twitch perspective what it entails. I think it's you get access to certain emotes, but I haven't put any like tier 2 emotes or anything. All of our stuff are tier 1 only. But maybe I'll rectify that. We'll have higher rewards for the higher tiers. I think it's just to give more support, but like tier 1 subs are like great. Like don't sweat over trying to do like a higher tier sub or anything. But thank you for the gift subs, Rock and Roller. Tinker's always a lot of fun, right? Tinker's just like, it helps cover a night where the Yaggababble doesn't say the phrase. It helps, we could simulate witch stuff. There's a lot of things we could do with Tinker. Yeah, Plague Doctor and Nutshooting the Witch ability would be really fun. That's probably where I would go with it. Oh, you might get more channel points, says LB Kitty. Ebel Kitty Rainstar. Ebel Kitty Rainstar. I can't. It's scrolling by too fast. I'm sorry. I'm giving Amity as a bluff. But yeah, getting more channel points makes sense. And then let's do a Savant. We'll do a Juggler and a Fool. A Philosopher is always great. Knight's good confirmation. I want an Alsa here for sure. And do we go Pacifist? Maybe an Innkeeper here. Farmer. With this crazy, Farmer is intriguing. They have a freaking Widow, so they can always turn it off if they want. We control the kill. Granny is also another one that's on there. Oh, Chillin' Mags loves setup. Awesome. Grandma on Al Hadikia Al Sahir? Is that what we're saying? The grandma on Al Sahir? It's weird because we control the kill, so we would control when and if farmer dies, and evil can't do anything about it other than widow poison the farmer. So let's rock it. Let's rock it. Yeah, let's send it. Boom. Becca becomes our Yaggababble. Ash becomes the Devil's Advocate. And Jonah becomes our Widow. All right, let's see. Bluffs. I'm giving Pacifist for sure. I'm giving Amnesiac for sure. And I'm giving... I don't know if I give an outsider bluff. They're going to see the Grim, so they pretty much can do anything they want. I'll give an Innkeeper bluff to maybe cover. General instead of Innkeeper is also a good choice. Then they can say green. So what I do with the Yaggababble is I give the person 2 choices for phrase. One game related and one not. So one phrase will be, I got a worm. And then the second Yaggababble phrase that I'll offer Becca will be, like Las Vegas or Final 3 or what's like a random thing that you would just say? Like something I want to do something that's not game related. Like I got a worm, you would say like pretty sure. I'm gonna give her the option pretty sure. It's a 2-word phrase. You can work it in almost anything, but it will stand out if she says it too much. Pretty sure. So we'll offer her pretty sure and I got a worm.
Oh.
But I'm also very much
guys.
Well, pronouns
All
were
right.
created by the liberals way back in
Careful,
2010.
I know. Hi, Steve.
He's warning us.
Hello. I'm just letting you guys know that I'm about to send you guys to sleep. I didn't want to interrupt the private conversations and surprise you guys.
Good
But,
idea.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for the warning.
You should all have your roles.
So important, that
Good night.
conversation.
All right. I do like Final 3, but I'll give her 3 choices then. Also, I got a worm, pretty sure, or Final 3. Final 3 feels harder to work in. Might not die. I think we did might not die before on this channel already, so I don't want to do it again. All right. Let's interesting. Becca doesn't get her. She picks her phrase before she gets the bluffs. Cameras at night? I don't know. I like the avatars. You like cameras at night? I'm not sure I'm a fan of cameras at night. Which check? Let's get Eric in here.
Melissa.
Hey there, Eric.
Hey.
As our philosopher, you have a choice. Would you like to use your ability?
No, I will wait.
Okay. Thank you, Eric.
Bye.
All right. Chooses not to use his ability. Predictions. Okay. Thank you, Richard. Yes, let's do predictions. Okay. Start predictions. We're going to do a real quick. We're going to do 2 predictions here. Let's do it like a real quick one. Which phrase will Becca pick? One phrase being, I got a worm. The second phrase being pretty sure. And the third one being Final 3. 30 seconds. Get your predictions in on which phrase Becca will pick before we open game predictions. Summer Silent subscribed. Thanks, Summer Silent, for the subscription. Welcome to being an amazing acolyte along with the rest of us. Honestly, we're actually possibly planning our 48-hour stream. We have a date in mind. It's just, can we make it happen? So we'll probably do a 48-hour stream and then a set 24-hour stream separate. And then you forgot the extra 8 hours, P. Sweeney. It was actually 80 hours if you hold me to it. Discover the channel recently and love it. Thanks for your first time chat. You subscribed before you ever chatted. That's awesome. I'm glad you've been enjoying our content. Hopefully we bring a little bit of joy in Clocktower. And hopefully you don't just watch Clocktower. Hopefully you play Clocktower as well. And if you don't, join our Discord server so we can teach you how to play as well. All right, is the prediction done? Okay, we got the prediction. 88% of you think she's going to pick pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you are correct. Becca, our Yaggababble.
Let's
Have
see
you
what
played?
happens.
Have you played the Yaggababble before?
I think I've been the Yaggababble once, and if I remember correctly, I did not get any kills off because I kept saying my phrase not exactly, and Jonah was like, "Nope,
You have to be exact with it. That is true. It's a very specific phrase. All right, Becca. I'm going to give you 3 choices, and you get to pick which choice you'd like.
Okay.
They vary wildly in like the craziness and stuff, like in the theme, right?
Okay.
So, first choice. I got a worm.
Okay. So it'd be both again.
Second choice. Pretty sure.
Just pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Third choice. Final 3.
Ooh. I think I like pretty sure. That feels easy to slip in places.
Okay, pretty sure it is. Becca, now as I can reveal to you, we actually did a mini prediction on which phrase you were going to pick before you picked your phrases. And 88% of chat thought you were going to pick pretty sure.
They were correct. I almost went with final 3 for the meme because it would have been funny, but
Interesting. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I pretty sure wins. 88% of you get not a lot of points back, but some. Those of you who guessed took the long shot didn't pay off this time. All right, Becca, your phrase is pretty sure.
all right. Who are my minions?
Oh, I'm going to send those with the cards. I'll tell you, you're here. I might as well tell you. Your minions are Ash and Jonah.
Ash and Jonah. All right, cool.
And then your bluffs are going to be pacifist.
Okay.
Amnesiac. Surprise, surprise. And
Why?
innkeeper.
And innkeeper. All right, cool. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Let me add this real quick. Yaggababble phrase. Pretty sure. There it is. Nice and visible right there on the screen. Okay. Now we'll start the actual predictions. Which team do you think will win? Good or evil? 2 minutes to get your predictions in now. Yeah, I mean, with 88% of you picking the same bucket, it's pretty hard to win points on that one. You had to take the long shot. If she had picked one of the long shots, though, you guys would have paid off quite a bit. All right, I'm going to wake the minions, wake Ash, wake Jonah, say, these are your minions, this is the demon. I'm going to wake Becca and just let her know these are your minions, these characters are not in play. I do love streaming on YouTube, Griff. Like, I do love doing the dual stream thing. YouTube has, like, the one thing I really love about YouTube is how discoverable the content is. Like, if you can't watch live, it's much easier to watch on YouTube. It's also just easier to watch YouTube on so many more devices. Like, most people have YouTube, right? I do wish YouTube made the live stream a little more interactive. It wasn't their... It's not their primary thing, right? They're not worried about, like, the interactivity, the polls, the things like that. I wish they did. And I'm requesting that. I mean, we're like so small, we don't really have the numbers, which if you have not yet subscribed on YouTube, please do, because when you boost our numbers, it gets us more weight with like talking to YouTube and stuff. However, like, I really wish they would put a little bit more effort into like the tools that they give the live streamers on YouTube. I think that would be really cool being able to do this as well, like channel points, things like that on YouTube. Unfortunately, we have to use the tools that we are given it. YouTube, you're right, Krim. YouTube is much harder to find live streams, but once you subscribe to them, they show up more. But like, you can't really find a YouTube live stream easy, but you can find the stream later easier than Twitch. It's like this weird duality where they like in the live, it's easy to find us on Twitch, but later you can find us much easier on YouTube. Yeah, go like the YouTube stream. Go subscribe to the channel. Yeah, they also Twitch opened up. They used to not let you dual stream if you had even like a not the partnership level, but the affiliate level. If you were an affiliate, you couldn't dual stream. That's out the window. So we were able to do that now. Okay, let's give Jonah. Let's show him the Grim. Jonah. I went ahead and sent you the
Hello.
Grim.
I can see it.
Thank you for being our widow tonight.
I am very excited to be the widow. This should be a lot of fun. What do we got? Fascinating.
Chat's currently guessing who you're going to poison. I didn't make an
Yeah,
official prediction
yeah.
for it, but they are getting into the side bet game.
I am going to poison. Ooh. Fascinating. I am thinking of poisoning the juggler.
Okay, that would be Jerome.
Awesome. I will point at Jerome then.
All right, Jerome it is. Thank you, Jonah. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Juggler is a spicy one. All right, who do we want to let know about the widow now? Who do we want to integrate into this game a bit? Who needs some? Who do we want to see? Who do we want to get some screen time? I am definitely in favor of the Tinker, McKay the farmer. Quinn's always fun to have that information. I'm also Rob as well. I think I will do McKay. McKay's gonna have a very passive game, so this should help them.
Hi.
Hey, McKay. Now, there's not a lot of reasons for me to be waking you up,
Uh-huh.
but I am going to let you know there is a widow in play.
Oh, very cool. Okay. You made me nervous there for a minute. Also, is my camera out? What the heck happened here?
Yeah, it's just black on my end.
That's so bizarre. I'll fix it in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Hello.
Ash, you are safe from being the demon for now. There might be. Is
Was
there
that an
ways?
option on here? I don't think there was an option on here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Is there a barber? There's no. There's not like a chaos hatter. So I think you're good. Well, you're evil, but you're good from the demon.
Which is what I wanted. I don't want the Yaggababble, Steve.
Well, you didn't get it. You're safe.
God, we're only playing one of these games. I don't think I could do it.
Who are we going to protect tonight, Ash?
I think the chances of my demon getting killed night one are extremely low. Who usually dies day one for no reason?
I mean,
I want to do a funny.
I know the answer. I know the answer to that. It's JC Penniless, but he's not here.
I know. Who I think might die for no reason on day one that I would love to pin as demon for the entirety of the rest of the game. I don't know. So why not Quinn arbitrarily?
Okay.
I think that would be excessively funny if it's somehow
arbitrarily Quinn. It is. That should be his new name.
I choose a lot of things as minion entirely arbitrarily and demon as well. So
coming this fall to Peacock streaming, arbitrarily Quinn. All right. Thank you, Ash.
Yeah. See ya.
Good luck. Yeah, Quinn is going to be pretty willing to die. So Eric decided not to use his ability on night one. I will do. We're gonna do. So the knight knows two people. We'll do Rob, and we'll do. I guess we'll do Rob and we'll do Ash. We'll give Ash a little fun here. Rob and Jeffy. I mean, Jeffy as a tinker is a fun one, but Jeffy's definitely dying. Maybe that's fine. Let's give who do we want Quinn to talk to? Rob and I think I really want. I want to see Quinn and Tiffy interact. Denny could also be good, yeah. So you think the sound? So I sound good is what you're saying, Bianchi, but you're saying that like the chat, like town sounds quiet. Is that the case for everyone? Does everyone else think that I'm much louder than everyone else? I need to bump the volume up because I can do that if needed. Sounds good. I'll bump it up a little bit, Bianchi, and let me know. Quinn is not poisoned. What would make Quinn poisoned? Jerome is poisoned. Yeah, Jerome is poisoned. Okay, let's just go send Quinn to Rob and Tiffy.
Hello,
Hey, Quinn.
Steve.
So,
Knight.
Yeah, you get to know 2 players that are not the demon, and you can just trust them. It's fine.
Sure.
We're going to say that you know that both Rob and Tiffy are not the demon.
Interesting. Both people I would normally accuse of being the demon. Fascinating. All right,
And both
bye-bye.
people I want to see you interact with, Quinn.
Is that a directive? Is that an order?
No, it's just, if I get to pick people arbitrarily, I want to pick people that I get to see you interact with. It'll be fun to follow you around.
Sure, sounds good.
All right.
Bye.
Good luck. Sweet. Buttery smooth. All right, let's see where we are on predictions. 57% of people believe in good. We need to keep an eye out for the phrase. The phrase is pretty sure. Remember, with the Yaggababble, it has to be said publicly, so I won't accept private chats. If you see it and I miss it, you guys got to be my second set of ears. All right, let's wake him up. Oh, real quick, I'm in for life. Is my death going to be falling off the roof at Allegiant Stadium? Or are we saving that for like the first night demon kill? Okay, perfect. That makes sense because we're going to Vegas. Good morning, town. Unfortunately, I got a little wild at the Vegas Con. I climbed to the top of Allegiant Stadium and fell off to my death. But when they did an instant replay, an NFL instant replay, you could see there was a second person that pushed me. It was not a stumble and fall. Somebody murdered me, and it was one of you 12. So that method of death was redeemed by I'm in for life, who asked for me to fall off the roof of the Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. It is in Vegas. It is where the Raiders play. Also, before the game gets fully underway, we have a shout out from Crew 1979. So why don't you guys give a shout out to Crew?
Hi, Crew! Woo! Yay!
All right, you guys have 6 minutes.
I think I'm
Danny,
cleared
watch
from
out.
suspicion since I have never been to Vegas. I think I'm good, guys.
Well,
Okay, I'm just making sure nobody randomly came in. I'm the plague
What
doctor.
are you? You're the plague doctor. Okay, well, let's keep you the fuck alive.
Let's keep you the
Sounds
fuck
like a
alive.
good idea.
Okay.
Anyways, ooh,
I'm gonna say, how about I say that I'm the knight and I saw you and whoever your other ping is.
you can make up that name.
How about I say that I'm the knight and I just gave you all of my information. I have no more information.
Sure thing. That sounds good. And
What
I'll
is-
say I'm the
What is
plague
Tiffy's
doctor.
headset?
Okay. Who's your other ping?
Goggle headset?
Rob.
Yeah, let's go. Okay,
All right.
thanks.
Of course, I'm gonna regret that. Fuck.
okay. When we both go, yeah, I guess.
I mean, I can.
No,
step back.
but But if I roll swap, then people want to kill me, and so that's
but
the only
if
issue.
you juggle some balloony, it doesn't matter.
I wish I was taking.
Well, I'll juggle anyway, but I don't know if I want to roll swap.
Yeah, but juggle some balloony. I'll claim Savant anyway and see what happens. Right, thank you.
Okay. Steve, you want to stay?
Sure.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Chad. I get to play my favorite role, unless I'm drunk.
the Savant. That's a fun one. I think I've actually seen you be it at least twice that I can remember.
Well,
so it comes.
I often bluff it, and so this time I'm actually asking for legitimate Savant information.
You don't.
Jerome though is there's no other character really that comes to talk to the storyteller. So unless a bunch come to the storyteller, I'm gonna pretty much be outed. But anyways, I'm gonna get what I can get. So what can you give me for the day?
Okay. Either there is a witch in play, or a knight was shown 2 good players.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much. I will see what I can do with this.
Good luck. So, like, I did a pause. We should have thought about Savant info. We did not. We did not do that. Yeah. For being on the fly, it seemed pretty decent.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Danny boy. You here for your Savant information?
I am here for my Savant information.
Okay. Either you are wearing the hat of a fool, or you are the fool.
Hey, I like that. All right. So I'm going to say my statement today is an evil player selected an evil player last night, or 2 evil players are sitting across from each other. Does that sound like something you may say?
Yeah, that seems something pretty reasonable, yeah.
Cool. Then I will go with that.
All right.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome. That's the second person that's mentioned that I sound much louder than the players, but also that was the second person from YouTube. I don't know if it could be a specific YouTube thing. That seems interesting. But Buff Tucker is just saying the same thing that Bianca said earlier. So does it seem widely out of balance? I'll keep an eye on my audio levels and we'll see.
It's like a very different game you're playing, Jerome.
I can do whatever. What can I tempt you with?
This is when he starts out the conversation. What can I tempt you with?
It's my best pickup line so far.
That's not gonna work on me. I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint. 2s or 3s though.
2s is fine. Savant of Fool.
What was the first?
Savant of Fool.
Okay, gotcha. Farmer Pacifist.
All right. Thank you.
It also helps my mic's not going through the app, right? You're just getting it straight to OBS.
My handwriting is god awful. This is going great.
Can you leave me alone with Steve to get my...
I do like to be a little louder than everyone.
Yes, you're
but
definitely
not by much.
on information. Have fun.
Thank you.
Hey, Jerome.
Hello. I'm maybe in a role swap, and I'm being a bit chaotic this game because after tomorrow it won't matter. So I'm getting my totally really some information from you.
Yeah. All right. Either you can juggle 5 things at once, or I can actually juggle 3 things.
Well, you can actually juggle 3 things. That's impressive because I can juggle. I mean, that being said, I had an impulse buy last week. I bought some poi. I'm hoping to get good at that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually can juggle 3 things. Like, I don't know about bowling pins because that has that like weight. You gotta like get the flip right. But like balls, like baseballs, tennis balls, anything that's like pretty evenly weighted, like beanbags, I can actually juggle. So here's your thing, chat. Come to Vegas, hand me 3 things, I'll juggle them for you like a monkey.
Noted. All right, thank you.
All right, good luck.
Doing a 30 second.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Griff, that's intentional. I do try to make myself a little louder than everyone else, but I don't want it to be wildly out of
There
balance.
is apparently a widow, Jerome.
Oh, okay.
Heard by McKay.
Or the Typhon.
For the Typhon. Oh, okay.
Hey, Becca.
I should have picked I Got a Worm. I'm bluffing Amni now.
You want to go back and change it to the other one now, huh?
Yeah.
But still, it gives you more flexibility. You don't have to yeah. Okay.
No.
So nice. So what's your guess going to be?
Well, so right now I didn't get anything last night. My fake ability is that I'm going to learn a number each night, and I'm going to be learning how many times the Yaggababble said their phrase.
Oh.
Because it's a might on how many it's a might on how many players might die. So we will know if the Yaggababble is saying their phrase more and the storyteller is just not killing.
Got it. Okay. Then I'm going to give you whatever it is you think you get. I got a worm, I think is what you're going to say, but probably not. All right.
Probably not. I'm not using 2 Yaggababble phrases.
Double Yaggababble power. All right.
All right. Cool. Bye.
It's Jerome.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to town. There is some shenanigans in the form of juggles. 1 second. I have a request for a console. Yes, Rob.
It's not a console, although I guess I could pretend I'm getting Savant info. But question: when I'm choosing with Al-Sahir, if it's a Lord of Typhon script and there's +1 minion, obviously I need to list all 3 minions plus the demon, right?
Correct. If you think it's a Lord of Typhon game, you'd have to nail all the minions, including the extra minion as well.
So if I list 3 minions +1 demon, and it's not a Lord of Typhon script, but I get everyone named, I just have 1 extra minion in there, that would not count as well.
That would not count. Correct.
Okay. Just want to double check. That's what I thought.
Perfect.
That's also one of the shenanigans, by the way. We left that one out.
Yeah, we got to do it.
We can.
Okay. Welcome back. So there's actually chat's reminding there's a juggler, there's an Al-Sahir, and there's an amnesiac. So there's all kinds of shenanigans. I'll let you put your hand up. I'll let you do 1 shenanigan. If you keep your hand up, I'll come back around. You can do a 2nd and 3rd shenanigan to your heart's desire. So I'll start with Mark.
I would like to also hear a guess that Becca is a demon and Jeffy and Rob are the minions.
So what was that, Becca? One more time.
Becca's a demon and Jeffy and Rob are the minions.
Jeffy and Rob are minions. Okay. Al-Sahir, guess heard.
Wait.
If there's a Lord of Typhon, there needs to be another one.
Jonah?
If it were Lord of Typhon, there would be another minion.
I'm going to Al-Sahir guess that Quinn is the demon with Tiffy and Jeffy as minions.
Quinn is the demon and Tiffy and Jeffy as minions. Heard. Just to clarify, because you guys were asking about it too, if it is a Lord of Typhon game and there's an Al-Sahir guess, you would have to include the extra minion. But if it's not a Lord of Typhon game and there isn't an extra minion and you guess an extra minion, then your guess will be incorrect.
Oh,
Steve, can I add Quinn to my minion guess then?
You want to go back and make a 2nd Al-Sahir guess with one more guess with Quinn?
No.
Well, just the same and just add Quinn as a minion as well.
Okay. Heard.
I agree that you can't do that. I think
Jerome?
I would like to juggle myself as juggler, Mike as a farmer, Eric as a philosopher, Ash as pacifist, and Mark as savant.
Do it.
Say it one more time. One more time, a little slower.
I would like to juggle myself as a juggler,
Uh-huh.
McKay as a farmer,
Uh-huh.
Eric as a philosopher,
Uh-huh.
Ash as a pacifist,
Uh-huh.
and Mark as a savant.
Perfect. Heard. Tiffy?
Tiffy would like to juggle herself as the juggler, McKay as the farmer, and Eric as the general or the Al-Sahir.
Heard.
May I
Daddy boy?
please juggle Tiffy as the knight, Quinn as the tinker, Rob as the Al-Sahir, Jeffy as the tea lady, and Eric as the general.
All right. Heard. McKay?
I would like to juggle myself as the farmer, and I would like to juggle Jeffy, Mark, Jerome, and Tiffy as the widow.
Heard. Rob?
I would like to Al-Sahir guess that Denny is the demon, Quinn, McKay, and Tiffy are the minions.
Hey, Tiffy are minions. Okay. Heard. Becca?
I would like to Al-Sahir guess. I'm pretty sure that Mark is the demon, and Ash and Jonah are minions.
Heard. Jeffy?
Jeffy would like to claim amnesiac and select herself for death.
Ooh.
Heard.
Kill her, please.
Jonah?
I
Did
would like
Becca
to
say
juggle myself as the juggler, Mark as the savant. I'll juggle Becca as the amnesiac, McKay as the farmer, and Rob as the drunk.
Heard. Jerome?
I would like to sue McKay for defamation.
Jerome already guessed.
I'd be like, who even needs a widow
I
when
wanna
we
sue
have
McKay.
all of this information from
I want to
Juggle,
sue McKay
guys?
for defamation. That's all I have to say.
You want to sue me?
Heard.
Yeah.
Got it.
Quinn?
I would like to claim amnesiac and request that the Grim's coffers be used to place a bid on this small Song Dynasty Junyao tripod incense burner since we are in a China.
What?
I know some of those words. Heard.
Look in chat. Look in the text.
Oh, Lord B.
Oh my god.
What is happening?
I would like to place a bid of 30,000 Hong Kong dollars on this, please.
All right. There you go. Chat's links in chat. Go win it for Quinn.
Just as a reminder, I did say I am the farmer. There's a widow in play. Everything is on the table anyway.
Okay, widow.
Nominations are open.
I nominate Jeffy.
Okay, nominates Jeffy. Tell us why.
Because she pronounces GIF with a hard G sound.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, what's that?
Jiffy?
I will stand by this. It is a GIF and it is a JPEG. And if that means I die, I will die on that hill.
Pertinent. It's pronounced Giffy.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm nominating you that.
6 is the number.
Jeffy. Oh boy, I gotta turn that off.
Okay, good. I didn't actually want this to go through, but I also really wanted to vote.
4 is not enough.
Quinn
Giffy,
nominates
Jeffy,
Jerome.
Geffy is safe. Quinn nominates Jerome. Is that what I heard?
Yep.
Tell us more.
Nope.
Jerome?
1, it's Jerome. Thank you.
Jerome.
It's not.
And 2, I've been killed for fun on the first time last stream. Please don't make it happen.
Oh,
Please don't.
using real life guilt. Always
6 is the number.
You know what? I did that once as the demon. I'm voting. I did that once, and no one killed me, and I felt bad about it, honestly.
Oh, and TP is pronounced guilt.
4 is not enough.
If Jerome actually is the demon, he'll just, die of guilt at one point. So it's fine. We're fine.
Becca nominates McKay.
Becca nominates McKay. Tell us more.
I am pretty sure that they are just a self-poisoning widow who is giving us the widow's call to make sure that they think that we think that they're good. Also, because they didn't come talk to me first, and therefore they have to be evil.
McKay?
I am the farmer. I am not going to be killed at night because the demon already knows I'm the farmer. So if you're not going to trust me later, you might as well kill me now. I really don't care. You can kill me if you want to kill me.
Ooh.
It'll take 6.
It's not like I have a power or anything.
I want to see the GIF that goes along with this.
There is no reason we should put this through, right? There's none.
No.
5 is not enough.
Like, if for now, we can just assume McKay is confirmed good until we have reason not to. Like,
No.
we have killed the person with the whittle call way too often, like, for no reason other than they said that they had the whittle call.
Also, what happened
much
to
logic.
Trust McKay from last stream? What happened to that?
That was a different game. This is a new game.
Jonah nominates Denny Boy.
Jonah nominates Danny Boy. Tell us more.
He's making strong and valid arguments, and as an evil player, I don't like it.
Can't do it yet. I'm waiting, chat.
I have hard claimed my role to one person. I really don't want to die right now. I think that would be a poor decision. I don't want to kill McKay because A, McKay's my neighbor. So in a Lord of Typhon game, almost certainly McKay is good. And B, like, come on. Just because they said they have the Widow's Call. Like, if they're alive at Final 3, that is great news for us. Because we will have ways to determine if McKay is evil or not later on.
Will we?
Yeah, why not?
It'll take 6.
I don't know if I feel as confident in that one.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did hard claim my role in the first conversation I had.
Denny freezing.
This was faintly a bit nomination, but it's okay.
Okay, the fact that Jeffy, Becca, and
5 is not enough.
all on that side, I mean, it makes sense, kind of Lord of Typhon-ish. Have we are nominated...
For the record, I have voted for every nomination except my own.
Yeah, I have also voted for every nomination just to try and get something on the block.
Correct.
Nope.
Okay, but you nominated, like, the person that doesn't make sense to nominate.
Final call for nominations?
For a meme.
Denny.
Denny nominates Eric.
Denny nominates Eric. Tell us more.
Eric is on the opposite side of the Grim from me, so Lord of Typhon shenanigans. Eric and I exchanged fake 2s today in town. That was really helpful. I don't have a great reason to kill Eric, but you're right, we should kill someone.
Eric? You're muted, Eric.
Not today, please.
I don't know why we need to kill somebody. There's no Undertaker on this script. There's no Cannibal.
Talks.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Because then we win the game.
6 is the number.
Pertinent for Eric. He's either an important role or a spent role, he told me. So I don't know what that means.
50-50.
Rob, it means nothing.
I know.
The most valuable shit.
I could full kill him. Just note, he's lost his
He told
first
me the
life.
specific important role, but I didn't want to say that out loud. But yeah, it was an important role versus
4 is not enough.
Hey, Becca, how many noms is that? 5? 4?
5.
Yeah, where's the town crier at?
Wait, Eric, you
Not
hard
on the
claimed me and I didn't write it down.
Oh, oops.
You messaged
Gonna
me.
bring this day to a close.
Jeffy would like to claim Slayer and shoot Jeffy.
Jeffy claims Slayer and shoots Jeffy.
We
The
should
game goes
nominate
on.
On
Becca.
the
Dang it.
script.
Damn.
Bring this day to a close. In 3, 2, 1. Nobody's executed. Nobody dies.
Leviathan
Kumbaya.
game.
Good night. Okay. Becca said the phrase twice. I spent one of them on Denny Boy. When Denny Boy nominated, he lost his first life to the witch, the fake witch. Okay. So he's not dead, but he has used his ability. I didn't make a big show of it. I did click him. He has no ability now, and I erased Rebecca down to 1. So that was what I did there. It was a good use of it because if he dies, he expects to live, and he didn't. It's going to be interesting. There's no way I'm killing a juggler that got a 4. We're probably just giving Jerome 5. I do feel like giving Jerome a 5 is the most amazing thing here because it actually was an amazing juggle. Now, what's the most chaos? If I give a 5, right? If I give a 5, is that backing up the Widow's play enough? Because Jerome probably won't believe a 5, right? But if I give like a 2, does that put a lot of sus on all the people he juggled correctly? Well, it pushes sus on not that 5, but then it becomes either is Jerome lying about being the juggler, or is it like is it like a thing where he knows he's poisoned? It does put a lot of stuff to people he didn't juggle, which is including our demon and the rest of the evil team, right? It only backs up Ash, right? A 0 is 2 on the nose. I mean, maybe I'm apt to give a 2. Who does it frame, right? It frames Mark, it frames Eric, it frames McKay, it frames Ash. We're fine with it framing Ash, right? I do feel so bad because it was such a good juggle. 2 frames Ash a lot, but I think that's fine. Especially if we do, if we are able to prove Ash with the Devil's Advocate. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 2. I was leaning 5, but 2 would have been good. Okay, let's see what we got. Other nights, we got Eric the Philosopher.
Answer I gave you was basically a.
Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Would you like to use your ability?
Oh, yes. I would like to be a farmer, please.
Okay, you are now a farmer, my friend.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Eric becomes a farmer, and McKay is now drunk. That's pretty good. That's interesting. I changed my mind, give him a 5. Yeah, I mean, I could give the savant true information later if I want. That's true. Let's see who Ash wants to protect. Hey, Ash.
Everyone is metaing the Yaggababble right now.
Really? What are they thinking?
McKay, they'd claimed farmer a couple of times, like saying specifically "I am the farmer" or something of that nature. Everyone's trying to claim that they were saying a Yaggababble phrase with that.
Got it.
And then then they said again. The joke was then that I think Tiffy was gonna make them Serenobus mad is not the farmer. Again, not on the script. We were doing a lot of off the script things already.
Just for fun.
And then
yeah.
they accidentally quote unquote broke the Serenobus madness by saying it again.
You guys are having a lot of fun in there.
We always have fun at night, or at least we almost always have fun at night.
You did not get a good randomly Quinn. What was our sitcom name?
Huh?
What was it? Randomly Quinn, suspiciously Quinn,
Arbitrarily Quinn.
Arbitrarily Quinn did not happen. So what's tomorrow's sitcom?
I think it's just smart to do Jonah.
Jonah.
I would prefer that the Seths go on a minion at this point than demon if it managed to work, and I'm claiming pacifist anyway, so I think that would be fine.
Perfect. We'll say Suddenly Jonah coming this fall
Suddenly
on Fox.
Jonah.
Yeah,
The
Suddenly
sequel
Jonah.
to Arbitrarily Quinn, which did not perform well in box offices, but we're trying it anyway.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see. The last one didn't stick.
I don't know if I want this one to stick, but it's a good backup plan.
True. All right. Best of luck, Ash.
See ya.
Just confirming, I heard it twice.
Yep.
Perfect. Good job slipping it in there.
Thank you.
Justifiably, Jonah's probably better. Jones in for Jonah. All right, who are we going to pick to kill? The easiest thing to do is to kill Quinn, right? I think Ash is bluffing pacifist. And that's what Jerome juggled her as. Yeah, Becca, the juggle 5, just unfortunately, if he had juggled Becca, I would be all on it, but he didn't, so. Is it too meta to kill Tiffy so I can get the ability right away? It would be fun to kill the farmer. And have it not go off. So let's just say I can kill a powerful role like the Savant or the Elsa here. I'm definitely not killing the Juggler. Killing McKay proves that there's a Widow because there would never be like an evil that kills themselves on the script, right? I think I'm going to do the middle of the road thing and I'm just going to kill Quinn. There's only one kill because I already used up one of the Yaggababble kills on Denny Boy as like the witch pick. So the death happened in the middle of the day, but as the fool, he survived. Oh, you're saying the Tinker? Nah, not yet. I need to say that for a night. A different night. I'm killing Quinn. We'll help Good out. I don't want to take the Plague Doctor ability quite yet. I don't want to clear McKay quite yet. Let's go to Jerome and give him a 2. Maybe 3. No, I like 2. Hey, Jerome.
Hello again, Mr. Steve.
So we were talking yesterday about being able to juggle 5 things at once.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like after your juggles, you ended up with 2 things correct.
Wow.
So you got a 2.
So many liars around this place.
Right?
All right.
They're so mean to jugglers. If everyone just told the truth, jugglers should get a 5 all the time.
Yeah, I know who I'm killing. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Bye.
I think 2 is the correct choice there. I could kill Denny Boy, which would be wild. Killing Denny Boy is interesting because it kind of hints potentially at there being something weird. They might think assassin. I think just the demon, yeah. Rob was doing a Lord of Typhon game. I do feel like Denny later would be interesting, but Denny tonight is extra interesting. I'll hold off on Denny tonight because it might signal Yaggababble too much. Okay. We'll kill Quinn and we'll move on with our life. Give a little breather room for General. Oh, General's not even a bluff. Okay, cool. Let's go wake him up. Good morning to all of our town.
I'm at 170.
Quinn did not survive the night.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know.
I'll give you guys 5
I
minutes.
don't think that's a nice.
Dancing makes it seem like that is actually a good thing.
He's dancing. It's got to be nice to him.
Oh, was it? Okay.
That might not be.
Oh, let's fucking go!
It's not a widow game,
It's not a
Steve.
widow game. Woo! Sorry. Hell yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Becca. Are you here to make your amnesiac guess? What did you get last night? You got like a number?
No, so I changed my mind. Actually, I did get a number still, but I changed my mind about what the ability was going to be. It's going to be each night pick a player, learn how many letters are shared between their name and their character's name.
How many letters are shared between their name and the character's name? Oh, interesting.
And we have
That's
the
fun.
Grim, so
And
I
you have the
can
Grim,
be
so you can do that. Yeah, you could. That kind of proves you as the amnesiac, or that you have widow information, I suppose. That's actually pretty good. I like it.
All right. So I am going to. I don't know what I'm going to ask. I'll figure it out.
All right.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah. Savant info, right? Can you do something about the fool? Like somebody. We could do something like. That would be funny if I could. Okay. Rob picked Becca as the Alstahir demon yesterday, right? So we could say something about how the Alstahir got 1 correct. I think the Alcir got one correct yesterday. Is that correct? If someone remembers what Rob guessed yesterday. Or... Hang on.
Hey,
Hey, Danny boy.
I hear there are many people bluffing Savant, so I will be quick.
Okay. So I will say that you learn thing 1 or thing 2.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. He juggled Becca as what, like, though? As the demon or the minion? What did he juggle Becca as?
Let me see.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, I actually survived, so I get a second day of info.
You do?
Unless you were cruel and made me the drunk.
Nope. I would never, ever do that.
Yeah. It's like
I will say either... Let's say either both of your neighbors are good, or both of your neighbors are evil.
Oh, I hate that.
I know you will, but it's fun.
I got claims from Jonah, which was suspect, and Ash was KG, which she usually does when she's evil. But I'm going to try and be positive and assume they're both good until I hear otherwise.
All right. I think, that's until you got reason to pull the trigger, makes sense.
Yep. Thanks.
All right. Good luck. Yeah, right. You're an empath with a 0 or an empath with a 2. That's true. I didn't even think about it like that. Full ability spent for sure. Yeah, it wouldn't work for. I guess it would work. Yeah, I do want to do the full thing, but I want to let that simmer for a bit. I feel like that's gonna be a good moment when Denny dies.
So this is not a widow game. McKay is evil.
I think McKay's evil too. Yeah.
So what is your information?
My day 1 was, and I'm still not sure because not either there's a witch in play.
Everyone's convinced.
Or the knight was showing 2 good players. So we still have to figure out if there's a witch or not. Which I could have been. I didn't nominate, and there could have been a witch. I could have been witch curse. So we
There
still
were
don't
a
know.
lot of players that nominated yesterday.
Agreed. But
so
if you say McKay's the witch,
I think
what are you?
I'm gonna hold on to the other good player.
What are you though?
I am something that doesn't want to die.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Either.
I'll tell you what Quinn is. Because there's a widow in play, so we might as well. That's all I'm saying.
All right, welcome back to town. Again, hands up for shenanigans, and then I'll keep going around until you have no more shenanies for me. Let's start with Quinn.
I will claim to be the amnesiac, and I would like to give me one moment, please. Present this Faenza Italian maiolica dish from around the early 1500s.
I gotta open this link in chat for the stream chat real quick because this is for anyone watching later on stream. This is what Quinn is amnesiacking.
Now I gotta go figure out what the conversion rate is so I can buy Quinn something pretty.
Rob?
Well, this one's in USD, so.
Yeah, so I'm going to also here guess that Eric is the demon and Ash, Jeffy, and Becca are the minions.
Ash, Jeffy, and Becca are the minions. Okay. Heard. Becca?
I would like to also here guess that Denny is the demon, and McKay Tiffy, and Jerome are the minions. I'm pretty sure that's the right amount.
McKay, Tiffy, and Jerome. All right,
Yep.
heard. Jeffy?
Jeffy would like to claim amnesiac and guess yourself.
All right, heard. Eric?
My hand's not up.
Oh, no, your hand's not up, is it? It's Mark is next.
I'll also here guess that Eric's a demon and Jonah and Ash are minions.
Eric is the demon, Jonah and Ash are minions? All right.
Yeah.
Heard. Jonah?
I'm going to also here guess that Jeffy is the demon and that Becca, Eric, and Ash oh, jeez. Sorry. Becca, Eric, and Ash are minions.
Perfect. Heard. Tiffy?
I am not going to guess anything. I think I'm just going to come out with some information, if you're okay with that, Quinn.
Wait, Tiffy, I just realized the mere presence of Yaggababble on this script completely invalidates what we had thought.
Oh, because it has to be a Yaggababble. It can't be a Lord of Typhon, though.
No, it can't be Lord of Typhon.
Why?
But the mere presence of Yaggababble on this script, until we can confirm otherwise, probably means that actually McKay is clear.
Oh, I hate that.
Why can it not be
Typhon?
Typhon?
Because someone else heard a widow's call last night, is what I assume happened, which means that there was a swap of minions and demons to some degree.
What?
Huh?
Swap.
Oh no, I got it mixed up. I got it mixed up. Ignore me.
Has to be someone good turning evil.
Jonah, do you have another shenanigan?
Yeah, I do have another. I was going to do a philosopher juggle, but I've decided that I actually would like to just talk normally. This Widow's Call is making me think that the least likely demon for this to be is the Yaggababble. Widow and Yaggababble is a really weird combo because it means that the demon, the evil team gets very little use out of it.
So we're metaing the storyteller.
Well, that is my meta. Yes,
They're on the same script.
I entirely understand that. I'm just saying.
We can't.
I am.
As much as I would love to discount it, I
Lord of
don't think
Typhon
we
over.
can.
Okay.
My only world right now is it's probably not Oho.
Nominations are now open.
Oh, I don't understand that logic.
If it was a ho-ho, then it was a miss. I'm going to say that.
Wait, you said there was the second Widow's ping. Who heard the second Widow's call?
No one.
Jerome nominates.
Let me message you, Quinn.
Ash, tell us more, Jerome.
Okay.
Hi, I'm your juggler. My information didn't pan out, and there's either McKay is lying or Ash is lying. One of the two. And killing Ash will give us information. Put your Ash on the bug will give us some information.
Ash?
I mean, I'd rather kill McKay than Ash, but
I didn't lie to you. I've definitely told a couple people at this point, despite my wishes not to.
Okay. It'll take 6. Put Ash on the block.
I really am not a fan of this massive block, but
this is a lot of vote.
I don't. I don't think
That's
I
a
did
suspicious
it.
amount of vote.
Well, I just believe that
6
Jerome
is
a
enough.
juggler.
Ash is now on the block.
I can believe that he's the juggler and not.
Jerome,
can I nominate
multiple
Tiffy?
choices in text?
Was that Mark nominates Tiffy?
Jonah nominates Tiffy.
Jonah nominates Tiffy. Tell us more.
I'm not a massive fan of the Jerome, Tiffy, Danny Boy, McKay, Lord of Typhon world right now. And this is potentially... I nominated Danny yesterday, so I figured I'd give him a break. But this is potentially a Lord of Typhon in a big group.
Tiffy?
I was fine voting for Denny yesterday until I think it was you, Jonah, who said something that made me put my hand down. I don't mind if Denny dies. I don't mind if Jerome dies. I mind if I die.
6 will tie. 7 to put Tiffy on the block.
In that world.
I mean, I think Ash is a better if she's directly.
If she said it there, she cut out and I didn't hear
But
it.
I don't know what that information is, so.
I mean,
3 is not enough.
What did Drum say? Didn't Drum say what that information was?
Oh, Jerome, I was about to publicly give your claims.
I see. I get it.
I got them written down. You can if you want, but in
I
case.
see what you're saying now. Yeah, let's kill Ash. This is good.
We can't. Ash is safe. Oh, ooh, I don't like that.
Ash is on the block.
I know.
One of Jerome's claims was himself as juggler, and he says he got a 2, so that means only one of his other ones is correct out of the 4.
And McKay is farmer or Ash is pacifist.
So why does that implicate Ash specifically?
Yeah.
Because because Ash claimed a pacifist and farmer to me. So if Mackay is a farmer, she has to be the pacifist. But according to my juggling, she's not a pacifist. That's assuming Mackay is a farmer. If Mackay is not a farmer, then everything is of the card.
I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm with as much. I'd be okay with killing Mackay on the road at some point.
Well, you kill me.
I
was willing to die already, so you know.
I am confused by the logic here. Do you know for sure that Eric and Mark are what you juggled them as?
At that point, one of them has somebody just tell me the truth. I'm assuming it's Mackay because Mackay is very public. If Mackay is not the farmer, everything is of the card. One of them has to be the truth, but I don't know which one.
Wait, so are you saying that you don't even have the definitive on the other 2?
Second call for nominations.
No, I say right now I'm going to assumption that my juggler correct my number from me as a juggler and Mackay as a farmer. That's my 2 right now. If Mackay is on the farmer, then
has McKay already been nominated?
No.
No, you can nominate me. Go for it.
All right, let's call. Jeffy nominates McKay.
Jeffy nominates McKay. Tell us more.
I am shocked. I think that there was a great world with what was being built by Quinn.
Yeah, the Jaeger phrase is on the screen over there.
I think I'd like to clear. I've got concerns. And I happen to agree with McKay. If we're not going to believe them now and just trust them from the get-go, we might as well just get them out of the way now. So I don't think I'm inclined to believe McKay at this point in time for social reads. So I'd rather just get them out of the way now.
McKay? Is
McKay?
my camera frozen?
No.
Yes.
Wait, yes it is.
Well, I'm going to leave it frozen because at least I have voice right now. So there's that. I will break the tie. If it ties, I'll break the tie, but I would rather kill Ash. It doesn't matter if you kill me since I have a power that's never going to proc. I'm basically just a warm townsfolk body right now. So if you genuinely believe that Ash... So let's say we know what Ash's claim is. So yeah, let's put me on the block. And if I die, that means probably Ash is not the pacifist. So there you go.
I don't think that's quite how it works.
I mean, I know I'm good, so I know that's how it works. So I at least will be
not
evil.
Not necessarily.
Okay, either you're evil, so the pacifist wouldn't work, or you're good. But we've been told that you're good by the Widow's Call, so Steve wouldn't back it up twice.
Yeah.
Especially if he's basically being meted like that.
I am going to run this. 6 is to tie. 7 is
I've been very honest this entire game.
I'm also pretty sure that pacifist doesn't actually have to proc every time.
It doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't.
You can go whole entire
You
game
wanna
without
kill into
procking,
this
which is annoying.
Down here.
3 is not enough.
Never gonna proc because it's not real.
Pacifist is an outsider.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Not if you run it correctly, it isn't.
By the way, there is a drunk on this script, so there could also be someone who's registering as a drunk.
I've heard of 2 outsiders though, so I don't think we've got a drunk claim. Unless
I've only heard of 1 outsider at this point.
Same here.
I've heard of 2.
I did hear of 2.
I know you heard of 2, McKay.
Gonna bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Ash is executed and dies. Good night. Ooh, that one's rough. It would have been like, had the pendulum swung the other way and they got McKay instead, then that would have been wild. So here's the good thing. Though Ash is taking a bullet, she's a minion. That's her job. Becca still looks very clear on all this. So that's primarily what our goal is going to be. Yeah, we're killing the Plague Doctor tonight. We're definitely killing the tonight. Maybe it makes Ash look like a hidden drunk. The Yaga phrase is on the screen on the left hand side above the chat box. The Yaggababble phrase is right here. I'm pretty sure it's over there on that side of the screen. We don't actually. We should have a command for the Yaggababble phrase. That would be good. All right. Ash is no longer alive. Let's confirm with Becca that she said it twice.
I think.
What?
Hello.
Hey, Becca. 2 times?
I got it in 3. I had it once during Tippy's nomination, once during McKay's nomination, and once when I also hear guest.
I did hear 2. Chat and I have 2. There was one time where you said something, but your mic cut out and we couldn't hear what you were saying. And I wonder if that was the 3rd one.
Probably.
Because you said something and it kind of cut out, and I said, chat, she might have said it there, but it cut out for me. And everyone's like, me too. So I don't know. When we watch the VOD back, maybe 2, maybe 2*/3. Okay, perfect.
All right, cool. Thank you.
So she's claiming 3. I think she did say it when her mic cut out, so we can't count it. Because if she said it 3, we would have heard it, right? I think 3 is probably too much anyways. We're going to kill Tiffy, and we're going to give ourselves the witch ability. Yeah, I wouldn't kill 3 anyways. Do I kill Jeffy to make it seem like it's a tinker? Or 3, if I kill 3, it 2 confirms. If I leave 2, it leaves it open for possible amnesiac. Sorry, not amnesiac, possible assassin, right? It could just be an assassin. Yeah, I don't want to confirm the outsiders. I want to leave an outsider as a possible. I mean, Rob's good too, but I did like the idea of keeping the Alsahir guest going. We'll leave Mark open. We'll kill Rob. I do feel like Rob does leave the most worlds open, right? Jerome could still just be the widow. Mark as a savant is kind of the frame. If I boop Denny and he dies, I want to save that. Because I am witch cursing Denny with my newfound witch ability. Oh. Mike's in chat setting up a new bot command. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, that's great. Let's get the Yaggababble set up. Well, you tried, Mike, and that's what matters the most. We'll get it for a future stream. Mike, we're going to see each other in Vegas in 3 days. Can't wait. It's going to be fun. Okay, so we're going to kill Rob and we're going to kill Tiffy. So here's the thing, right? No one has Alsahir guessed the demon as the demon, right? Becca's been Alsahir guessed as minion, but never the demon. So I kind of want to tell the savant that nobody has Alsahir pick the demon correctly. And the only person tracking all that information is Becca, so she can lie and make it up. Rob got Becca as the minion, but I don't think Rob ever guessed Becca as the demon. Did he? Oh, day 1, but not day 2. Okay, yeah. I was thinking about specifically yesterday, but maybe I expanded to do all days. We do have a stream next Monday, Elon. Dave will be taking over the stream while I'm in Vegas. So maybe we'll say like the demon somebody has successfully Alsahir guessed the demon, even if it's not the Alsahir directly. Farmer. Jeffy's not going to die. Jerome's not getting any other more information. I think we're good. So Savant will say either somebody else here guessed the demon correctly, or it worked, Mike. So somebody else here guessed the demon correctly, or the philosopher was poisoned. Or the philosopher was poisoned. I want to give a hint to the poisoning, right? But I want to give it to himself, but I can't give it to himself because that would never fly. Savant got one correct player is true. I want to say either the Elsa here guessed the demon. Somebody else here guessed the demon correctly, or the philosopher was. Yeah, I can't really back up the widow thing. There is. How about somebody else here guessed the demon correctly, or there's no widow in play? Which is the false half of that. All right, I think we're good. And we've cursed Denny Boy. Sweet. If you guys come up with something better, let me know before we get the info. Good morning to the town. Rob, unfortunately, has died in the night. But so did Tiffy.
And
that's it.
Damn it.
Rude.
4 minutes.
Right?
That was so rude.
Wait, why'd you say me, but then you didn't say anybody else, but then Tiffy's dead?
Wait, Steve, you cut out? Wait.
Yeah, why is Tiffy dead, Steve?
I think you cut out, Steve.
Did I cut out? I okay, sorry, yeah. Rob died, as does Tiffy. I don't know why I cut out there.
Okay.
That was important.
Sure.
And Tiffy said rude, so I thought she heard. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I muted.
Her own token, so I don't know if everyone else is looking at Tiffy.
So I think that's off the table. I'm willing to bet that one of the kills. I kind of trust McKay. I feel like they've given me no reason to distrust them other than a very circumstantial thing. I feel like I am very torn as to whether last night's double kill was due to Yaggababble, or possibly we have an Oho Widow, which would be insane from Steve, with the killing role of either Godfather or Assassin. I think figuring out which, if that is the case, is imperative. Meaning that there's... Meaning that knowing... This is true. Meaning that I would be deeply unsurprised if Steve gave himself the witch ability, because that totally seems like a Steve move.
It's kind of ironic because it would it kind of goes with some of the Savant information I've been hearing around town.
Can you clue me into some of that?
Yes. Mark claims Savant, even though Jerome said that Mark's not Savant. I don't know. He was told on day one that either a witch was in play or that the night was shown 2 good players. Which makes me think a witch is not in play. Mm-hmm. Well, wasn't in play at the time of that.
Yes. Okay.
How many seats they are away from someone?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hey there, Danny boy.
I'm here for my Savant information.
Perfect. Your Savant information is that chat thinks you are totally cool, or chat thinks you are totally fool.
Wait a minute. I don't like that Savant information.
Well, it made you laugh, and that made it worth it.
All right, thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hey, Becca.
So
Here for your guests.
Yeah, today's question is sponsored by Rob. He wants to know if it has to do with how many seats a player is from evil.
Yeah, that's cold, Tiffy. That's cold, Becca. Yeah. Right? He's Rob. You get a cold, Rob.
Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed.
All right. Enjoy.
Bye.
I'm pretty sure it's a cold.
I'm also pretty sure it's cold.
I don't think you are, but if you were, I would be slightly miffed.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, I'm still alive, apparently. Talon seems to think I'm evil, even though I think Jerome's more likely full of it, unless I miss too. Anyways, what's my information for today?
All right. Either there is no widow in play, or somebody else here guessed the demon correctly. And to clarify, I don't mean it came from the Alsahir necessarily, but somebody Alsahir guessed the demon correctly.
That could have been me. Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Enjoy.
Mark, you want to chat?
Yeah.
Oh, the Chiefs won tonight? I guess that's good, but probably not good for my fantasy football. I was losing that fantasy football game anyways.
I am going to say I am whatever this game's plague doctor. So Steve has now given himself the ability. I'm going to assume it's the witch because I don't think there was a witch in play before.
Yeah, witch. It is very much Steve's style to have chosen the witch ability for himself. I'm fully concurrent with that. I do not think we can take DA off the table entirely.
Let's kill Mark or Eric.
I'm down with Eric.
Any shenanigans for today?
Oh, I have shenanigans.
Go for it, Quinn.
You know where this is going. I would like to claim Amnesiac and put up for auction this large Swedish neoclassical Bleiberg porphyry vase.
Why?
Why?
Because it's cool. This is called China Shop. I'm finding a bunch of pottery that's up for auction.
Oh! I didn't get it.
This is like ancient history right here that the rich are selling for exorbitant prices.
Queen, can you post them in the stream chat for tonight?
I'm sorry?
Can you post them in the stream chat for tonight?
But if I'm not gonna stream stuff.
Listen, I put it in stream chat every time, and I've been showing the items on stream.
No, I mean on the Discord stream chat for tonight.
I will definitely.
Discord stream chat. That makes sense.
I have all of the links in different windows, so I'll just share it to the stream chat later. I'm fine with that too.
Mark,
I was just if we're gonna do Alsahir guesses and noms and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so we're still in shenanigan phase, so.
Well, I didn't know it was China. Are we done with the China part of it?
that amnesiac ability is used. Jonah?
So I was the Alsahir, so there's no point in anybody doing Alsahir guesses.
Oh, well, okay. I want to claim Alsahir and guess that Rob is the only demon and there's no minions.
Heard.
Thanks.
Very productive.
All right. I'll go ahead and open nominations.
I think Eric is okay for today.
I think Eric's the kill for today too.
Let's do it. I nominate Eric.
Let's go.
Okay, nominates Eric. Tell us more.
Who would like my time? I only did it because this way, if there is in fact a witch in play, I would be the one who wants.
Tell you what. Give me one more night and I'll nominate myself tomorrow. There's no way for a demon to move, so.
So Eric told me something.
Eric told me something that he said he'd use already. I think Eric not still using what he claims seems very suspect. I think.
So anyway,
Rob knows what it is.
Yeah. So Eric told me what I think is probably true, and I'd like to see him live one more day. We can kill him tomorrow.
Wow.
Real quick, just to interrupt this real quick. Mike has just gifted 5 subs to the community. Thanks, Mike.
Hi.
Versace Hovercraft.
That guy.
That guy is cool.
4 is the number.
I think I'd also like to see Mark die over Eric.
Evil.
I'd rather kill Eric.
There's
and
a
I
lot
also
of
wonder
hands
we're
up.
going by. Also, we're going by Jerome's info as if Jerome is confirmed.
Buys
And
enough. Eric's on the block.
Come on,
Jerome is what I am.
there's
It's
other
not
good
just Jerome's info. There's other info floating around.
and also there's other good reason to put have Eric executed tonight. And I'm saying executed.
if we kill Eric today, I'm happy to die tomorrow. How's that?
I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
if you guys, I would nominate myself tomorrow if you guys let me go one more night. There's no way for
I'd rather you not. Based on your claim, Ash shouldn't have died.
No, Mark.
I'm gonna nominate.
Yeah, Mark, this is bad for town. Unless you're
I'm gonna
evil.
nominate
Mark.
I nominate Mark.
I did
Mark
hear.
Jonah.
I think I heard Jonah nominate Mark right before that, right, Jonah?
Yeah, Jonah
Yeah, I
won
did.
that one.
Yeah, Jonah got it right before Eric. Jonah nominates Mark. Tell us why.
I don't like the 5 hands that were up on Eric. The 5 hands, the only 2 hands that weren't up were Eric's, mine, and Jeffy's. And I don't think that makes much sense as an evil team. I think
Why
that evil
doesn't it?
voted on that. Mark feels like a decent candidate. I'm not entirely convinced that McKay isn't evil, but I've
That's
sort of.
why I'm voting, so that it doesn't.
I'll say why I'm not a good candidate. I am the savant. I am getting information. I'll say that based on my information, I think Jonah is evil, and I think Eric might be the demon based on my savant info.
Yeah, I think this might be minion panic.
I've heard of 2, so this would be the second savant I've heard of. And the other
So
claim
Jerome
you
said he
gave
would claim it. I am the savant. I have 3 days of info. I'm happy to give it. I'd like to see if I get another one. I'm going to kill Eric and see. I think Jonah is a minion.
Quinn,
5.
yeah, Mark was the savant I was telling you about.
Oh, I thought you said it was Jerome. My bad.
No.
5 will tie.
No, you guys.
6 put Mark on the block.
In that case, I'm fine for Eric to die.
To be fair,
When
3 days of savant information is a lot.
if you're good, vote for this.
I'm not tying this.
This is
Absolutely.
not. Yeah, this is not happening.
4 is not enough. Mark is safe from execution.
I'm pretty sure that we're going to end up killing both of them anyway. At some point.
Just so everyone knows, Mark really only pushes on me when he's evil.
So, by the way, so if Eric claimed, it's okay for Eric if I come out with your original thing?
Well, whatever you want to do at this point. I
Okay,
mean,
so
if you come out with all the details, then
right, no, I understand. So Eric claimed philosopher, and they used the role last night, and it would be really good if Eric could stay alive a little longer, and then you can kill him tomorrow. The role that he claimed to me is something that we can get some useful information with.
Jerome?
Eric told me he was going to use it the second day. Said he was going to use it in a certain role we
I
talked
used
about.
it the second day, Rob. I actually
Well,
used it.
yeah, I don't know when he used it. He just told me that what it was. So
Real quick, Jerome. Was that Jerome?
Jerome nominated Danny Boy.
Danny boy. Tell us more.
First, I'm not Witch Curse. Yay. Secondly, Danny Boy is claimed savant to me as well, and did not vote on Mark is double claimed, so I don't know what's up with that.
I'm not the savant.
Okay.
Pertinent. The exact same 2 that I got from Ash were the exact same 2s I got from Denny.
Which
All right,
is
5
not
will
the same
tie.
I got from either of them. I don't.
Yeah, but we think Ash is evil because of Jerome.
Exactly my point, which is why the fact that I got the exact same 2 from you.
I
From
like
Ash,
the idea of voting on Danny. I like
Becca, a question for you. Are you keeping track of all the Elsa here guesses?
Yes, I am.
Let's talk tomorrow.
I'm going to clarify that I was the
3 is not enough. Danny boy safe.
Shit.
I am pretty sure that Ash is evil, so them having the same 2s is weird. But I would rather kill Eric today.
Mark, the only else here guesses that matter.
No, I have information, Rob. We can talk tomorrow. I'll tell you why. I'll talk after I talk to Becca.
Okay.
I mean, Mark, I have all the Elsa here guesses, as well as all the juggles, as well as all the Amity claims.
I'll talk to both of you because I haven't talked to either of you yet.
I have a cat.
We can see that. I'm pretty sure you always have a cat, McKay.
Gonna bring this day to a close.
Sorry,
Town is currently being pushed in a direction
3,
by some very vocal people that are all sitting
2,
together.
1. Eric is executed and dies. Good night. Okay, so Becca. I heard 2, and I think there was a third slipped in there. I think somebody in chat said it too. Was there a third that slipped in there at the end? I thought she might have said it when she was. Excuse me. She might have said it when she was responding to Mark. I thought she said something like you had 4 total. I heard her say something like I'm pretty sure I have that information or something like that. It sounds like Becca wants to push it and just go for a crazy all-out night, right? Sounds like that's what she wants to do. 6, at least 2, maybe 3. I'm keeping Denny witch cursed.
Hello.
I heard it 3 times.
I got it in 4. I even wrote the
4
sentences down this time.
4. Actually, some people in chat said they heard 4. I only heard 3, so that's pretty impressive.
I said, I'm pretty sure Eric is a good kill today. I'm pretty sure that we will end up killing both of them. I'm pretty sure that Ash is evil, and I'm pretty sure you always have a cat, okay?
I didn't catch the cat one. I think that's the one I missed.
That was the very
okay.
last one.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So the fact that you're saying it so much, are you daring me to do like a big kill night?
Do it. See what happens.
Perfect.
You can kill us down to final 3.
Yeah, I'm about to, probably.
All right, cool.
All right, enjoy. So Mark. Okay, so we want to go to like. Oh yeah, that's fair. The farmer actually is undrunked now. That is true. I guess I leave up. I don't know. Part of me wants to kill Jonah. Okay, let's see. So we have up to 4, right? Let's say Jerome dies. Let's say Jeffy dies. Let's say Mark dies. We got Becca, Jonah, McKay, Denny Boy as the final 4, right? So I kill 1 more. I guess I would kill Denny Boy, but part of me actually would just kill the Widow, and it's too stacked against evil. Like, it's helping evil too much if I let him stay too evil alive, right? Oh, man. I kind of want to leave Jerome alive and kill Jonah. And leave Jerome, McKay, Becca. 4 and which one? I think I do. That's 4 Yaga deaths. And it takes us to final 3, right? It takes us to Becca, McKay, and Jerome. Jerome's not confirmed as anything other than potentially the Widow, right? Is Jerome really confirmed as anything? I feel like leaving Jerome alive is a great frame, but he looks like he had the Grim, right? And it, not if he wants to get all those people killed. But you're right. There's many worlds, right? Jerome. McKay's definitely staying alive. And also, McKay tried to save Jerome day 1. Remember, McKay pushed to save Jerome. So there's that layer to it as well. And we didn't get to witch kill anyone, which is sad. I don't think anyone... I feel like this is fine. If I was going to pick 3, it's probably these 3. And then we lose our witch ability, unfortunately. Yeah, that's it. Becca has to slip in her... They're going to start analyzing all the phrases that were said. And I think McKay said something yesterday multiple times. And I think it's going to come back to bite him in the butt. Yeah, Mark's going to go to Becca. We'll see what Becca says. All right, this is going to be wild, fun final day. Let's see how it goes. Good morning, everybody. Jonah has died in the night, as has Jeffy.
Haha,
Jeffy's
Jeffy.
just a finger.
As did Mark.
Oh,
Jesus.
Shit, final
Oh,
three,
and
baby.
Denny as well.
okay.
What?
That's
Yaga.
Wow.
We are in final 3.
Okay.
And,
Okay,
okay,
then.
I mean,
I'll give you guys
let's
3
look
minutes.
Out our information.
4 things.
Fucking hell.
Let's
Okay.
Good
no,
job,
Wait,
Yaga.
wait,
Final three, no
Final
private
three?
chat.
gone.
No private chat.
are we doing privates or not?
Come on. Come on.
Listen, no private chats is not a
Nothing to
rule.
work off of here.
No
Listen,
privates?
listen. No private chats is not a rule. If you want a private chat on final day, you are absolutely allowed to.
No.
Okay.
But in 3 minutes, I open nominations, so
Say it publicly. What are they doing?
All right.
I can't answer that part for you, Denny. But I'm just saying, there's nothing legally stopping it.
You could go in there, and you're just not going to because you're.
I'm the fool.
With Amni as well, it could be that.
I have picked a character. I have picked a player and gotten a number. So the first day I picked McKay and got.
I'm pulling in Jeffy because we're short on time.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The
But
first
really
day
quick,
I got
before you do that, between the two of you, who were the Elsa here demon guesses? That's all I care about.
who are the alternate demon guesses.
Becca, Becca, Quinn, Eric, me. From the actual Elsa here, or from everybody? I should say.
Anybody
So
that's still
Quinn-
alive.
Oh,
That's
that's
still
still
alive.
The other ones were Quinn.
They're still alive,
Me,
The panic.
no one who was alive
Mark.
Elsa here did.
and
except
Penny.
for Becca. Except
Yeah.
for Becca.
Yep.
And McKay, was McKay ever demon guess?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
And yes,
Let me talk to.
McKay was being very ballsy, or just Becca.
Yeah, I don't know why I feel like you're a Godfather plus 1 drunk,
That's possible.
but we'll see. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I forgot about Godfather plus 1.
That makes sense. Okay.
I have, and that's what I told. So Becca, what were your picks?
So I picked McKay night 1 and got a 2. I picked Mark night 2 and got a 1. I picked Tiffy night 3 and got a 0. And I picked Jerome last night and got a 0.
And you have no.
Hold on,
Okay,
okay,
I'll let you
go
have to
through
Steve
the-
to figure it out.
Actually, go through the because you're Amni, right?
Yeah, I'd be Amni.
Okay, go
I'm
through
gonna
those
pop
again.
out and let you guys talk to Steve. I'm talking to
Alright.
other people.
All right. So I picked McKay night 1 and got a 2. I picked Mark night 2 and got a 1. I picked Tiffy.
In a
Assassin and Yaga.
If Steve had the
Assassin.
assassin, then yeah. So
I don't have any clue which one of them is evil. The thing I will say is that Jerome is alleging that 3 of the 5 people that were in his juggles were evil or lying.
I think Jerome's a minion.
Everyone's dead.
The one could have been, yeah, and all 3 of them are dead. Though one of them could have been the drunk.
I don't think Becca was talking that much.
Actually-
I'm gonna give my savant info when everyone's back in town.
That'd be great.
I feel like we should start typing it out in text chat.
Uh,
All right, welcome back, everyone. Nominations are open.
Becca, that doesn't line up with your.
Let me just say, okay, my first day 1, there was a witch in play,
That doesn't
or a
line up.
knight was shown 2 good players. We never had a. So if there's not a witch in play, then whoever's a knight saw 2 good players.
Okay, cool.
Day 2, both my neighbors are good or both my neighbors are evil.
Ooh.
Day
Fascinating.
3, there's no widow in play, or someone else here guessed demon correctly. So if there's no widow in play, then McKay's lying. If there is a widow in play, then the only person still alive that was also here guessed is Becca.
Well, we should kill Becca.
No. But I think there's no
Becca,
way.
Ash, Jonah might be the evil team. What was the other half of both good or both evil? Damn, that's complicated.
Yeah.
I mean,
But anyways, that was
We do have
I'm a
a
savant.
widow.
That's my info.
we do have a widow too. That would be a wonderful place to throw that poison to. I will say.
It's certainly possible I was poisoned or
What
the
was
drunk.
what was your ones when you said about the Elsa here one? What was your other choice?
no widow in play, or someone, not necessarily the Elsa here, guessed the demon correctly. And I asked Jeffy and Becca who were the only people alive that was Elsa here guessed as the demon. That would be Becca. So if we don't have a widow, then Becca's a demon. If we do have a widow, then that makes McKay look sus.
And McKay's a liar about the widow, but doesn't necessarily mean McKay is the demon.
Right.
Second call for nominations.
Why is Jerome not the demon?
Jerome could be the
Jerome
demon.
very well could be the demon.
It's either Jerome or Becca. So y'all.
It's either McKay or Jerome.
I'm not. We can't rule out McKay.
I'm not gonna. I'm pretty confident that I'm the only. No, I think I'm pretty confident I'm the only living good player. So I'm pretty nervous to nominate until people have some consensus on which one they think is the problem.
Can we keep going through the round robin and info that people have?
Okay, correct. Can we do a round robin?
Yeah,
I'm about to close nominations in about 60 seconds. So
60 seconds.
The fuck?
What?
Yeah, I've done second call for nominations and no one's nominated yet. We don't have time for a round robin. I mean, you sure can, but
come on.
You guys decided to do private chats instead of spend.
Jerome nominated
private chats.
Becca.
Jerome nominates Becca. Tell us more.
Okay.
What are the night pings?
Night pings are Rob and Tiffy. They're both dead. Doesn't matter.
All right. So I'm also nominated Becca for time right now. I have two words. Either it's just Becca, because Mackay has been very Mackay is Mackay, and I tend to do that kind of bullshit. Let's be honest. So the world in which Mackay is the demon is also very possible. Right now, I have no solve to give you. I just nominated Becca for time, and yeah, I'm gonna vote on. I don't know.
Becca, will you say what you are in your defense? Because I don't have any.
Yeah,
info.
Becca, your defense.
Yeah, so I was the amnesiac. I have no idea what I was doing. I was picking a player and learning a number every night. I asked if it had to do with voting. I asked if it had to do with waking. And I asked if it had to do with how many seats they were away from evil. And I got a cold on all three. So I have no idea what I was doing.
So Becca, what was your final day of information? I heard about the Tiffy and the zero. What else?
I got Jerome and one.
Okay, so you could be the drunk, maybe.
Could be widow poisoned.
All right.
Widow poisoned. Yeah.
I'm gonna run this vote. 2 votes to put Becca on the block.
Widow poisoned candidates.
Oh, that's just socially is good.
I'll make it a 3 at least. Let's see what happens.
No one thinks it's Becca.
You should
Everyone
get one
thinks
more
it's
vote on
Jerome.
this.
Becca socially is very good right now.
3 is enough. Becca is now on the block.
Do we want me to nominate McKay? Socially, I think it's more so Jerome. McKay has been playing like socially very good, so I think it's more Jerome than McKay, but I'm willing to nominate either.
Well, McKay has to be lying. It's not you. So
if there's no widow in
why
play,
do I have to be lying if it's not?
because either Becca's a demon or there's no widow in play,
or you're drunk, or lying,
or I could be the drunk.
Yeah.
Or widow poisoned.
Or widow poisoned. Like
I wish
I think it's Becca.
Okay, so Becca can nominate me after that.
yeah, sure. You can nominate me, and then I'll nominate Jerome. But evil is all going to vote on me. Whoever evil is, they're all going to vote on me. So if you choose to do this, I'll probably end up on the block, and we might not be able to lift it. But go for it. Nominate me, Becca. Or I'll nominate myself, and then no, I don't want to do
Final
that.
call.
Evil, I'm not doing that.
Becca nominates McKay,
Becca nominates McKay. Tell us more.
so we can make a nomination, Dorito.
Ha, nice.
McKay.
I don't vote on this because I honestly believe that if no good players vote on this, all evil players will vote on this, and they will be revealed.
Okay. 3 will tie. It'll take 4 to put McKay on the block.
McKay, you're gonna nominate Jerome.
I am going to nominate Jerome.
If you can tie.
Oh, McKay is
I
evil.
don't know if McKay's going to nominate Jerome.
I'm going to nominate Jerome.
McKay is evil or the demon?
If I
Okay.
Yeah.
2 is not enough.
I nominate Jerome.
McKay safe. McKay nominates Jerome. Tell us more.
I think that Jerome is, in fact, definitely clever enough to manufacture this kind of juggler info in a very convincing way. I think that everything he had, he could have manufactured. So, I mean, Jerome's just a very clever player. I believe he could have done this. Other people feel like Becca was socially good. I don't care which one of them dies. I know it's not me. That's all I got.
Jerome?
This like the evil team.
Okay, did you just do that? Did you just go at the whole game as a demon and just screaming farmer publicly and like a wild person?
Nope.
I want to find out. Anyway, at that point, we've lost because Evil will tie on this. So we've lost already. I do that much. But I would like Good not to vote for me as a vote of my character. I would appreciate that. And if you do, Steve, I reserve the right to start this.
I don't think McKay's evil because if McKay was the demon or evil, and they wouldn't have nominated Jerome.
I am going to run this. 3 will tie.
I'm not convinced it's
So we're
Jerome.
to put Jerome on the block.
So if you don't think it's Jerome, don't
if
vote.
you're good-
and let Becca die.
We need more votes on this. We need more votes on this.
Ooh, I'm
all we need
surprised
is
Denny
four,
didn't
right?
walk.
Wait, to stop an evil tying maneuver, I
That's
think we
the
need
right
votes.
there.
It's only 3 to tie.
That's it.
5
Eric Ashen.
is
Eric
enough.
Ashen.
Jerome is executed and dies, and the game is now over.
GG Becca.
Totally Becca.
I'm usually really
And
good at reading.
this was actually a very fun and a very interesting game. I think you guys have all got to the conclusion after last night that we are in fact in a Yaggababble game. Does anyone have a guess as what that phrase might be?
Not a clue.
No clue.
You guys have been really good at hitting like Yaga phrases in the times we've run them before.
I am the farmer.
Rocco has been good.
I'm
at hitting
I'm
that.
pretty sure one of you guys said it
One
about
of the
8
not-
times this game.
The demon definitely has said the phrase. I have no idea.
Is because the demon is indeed Becca, your Yaggababble. Becca, tell him your phrase.
Pretty sure.
That's amazing.
Becca said pretty sure about 8 times this game, but we didn't even kill that many times. But pretty sure was indeed the. She said it 4 times yesterday.
So Eric and Ash Minion.
Let's see. We had Jerome was indeed your juggler. Jerome juggled 5 people, including yourself as a juggler. You also juggled. Who did you juggle, Jerome?
McKay, Eric, Ash, and Mark.
McKay, Eric, Ash, and Mark. You juggled McKay as the farmer, which was correct. You juggled Ash as the pacifist. Ash was the devil's advocate. That was incorrect.
Oh, Mark, you're the drunk. Have fun.
You juggled Mark as the savant. Mark actually was the savant.
Oh.
And Eric was indeed your philosopher who night 2 went farmer.
Oh, Jerome.
However, Jerome, you were the widow poison from Jonah the Widow, who turned your juggler 4 into a 2, which caused a lot of chaos. That was a great
juggler. A juggler when I
I knew it at that
The
point.
best pick on
That's
the Grim
funny.
by far. It was the one that slipped under the radar. No one was gonna really build worlds around it. I was expecting people to build worlds around the philosopher or the savant or like the
Which we
Alcihir,
did.
but
Which
which
we
everyone
did.
did, and it went brilliantly.
So very interesting there is that in that world, right, I was so close to giving you a 5, Jerome, which would have backed up Ash. But then that would have put too much sus on the demon, and it would have been too rough on the widow. And chat went back and forth with me whether or not that was the right choice. A lot of people still thought we should have given a juggler 5 right up until like the last day. However, the poison there put a lot of mileage into this game. We
Steve,
had
can I ask a
Tiffy the
question?
Plague Doctor. What's that? Yeah, we go over your Savant
You said
information.
yeah, either no widow was in play. That's false.
Right.
But someone else here guessed demon correctly, so we did guess Becca, and that was the else here guess. Okay.
That was the correct one. I think Rob on day 1 also here guessed Becca as the demon.
I did not.
Somebody did.
I
Right.
can go back in a second.
Yeah, no, I can pull it too because literally we talked about it. The only person that was alive that was also here guessed as the demon was Becca.
Yep.
Yeah. I think Mark at one point. Mark, I think you actually also here guessed Becca as the demon.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So there was at least that one. So that was the correct one there. What was the rest of your information? Either both your neighbors are good or both your neighbors are evil. Clearly, they were
Right.
both evil.
Okay.
And the night was shown 2 good players.
And that was showing good players, which was true. The other half of that was that there is a no witch in play. Interestingly enough, we did have a witch death on day 1, but it was obscured by the fact that Denny Boy was the fool, but it wasn't really a witch death. It was a Yaggababble death, simulating a witch death on the fool. So Denny, you used up your first life during day 1.
I thought that might be
Wow.
And then once I got the witch ability from Tiffy dying, I put it on you the whole game and you never nominated.
Well, I was afraid of nominating because I was a fool and I didn't know. So
Exactly. So I was waiting to use that. Like we sunk a Yaggababble kill on day 1. Not sunk, but into the fool during the day. So there was a chance. People actually thought I should have just killed you outright and used up both the Yaggababbles that were said that day, but that would have been too on the nose. I think it was funner this way. Quinn, you were shown 2 players, Tiffy and Rob, that were not the demon. I just thought it'd be fun to watch you interacting with those players. Also, the first night you died, and the second night you died, I went to a chat with you and Tiffy, and you were doing the dance and saying, "It's not a widow. It's not a widow."
Yeah.
It was a widow.
Yeah.
You forgot about Yaggababble.
That was a low point for us. We
Yeah, when you were openly. Oh, my mic is out again.
And last but not least, Jeffy the Tinker, who died not to her own ability because I'm stubborn, but to a Yaggababble last night because Becca said it 4 times. Also, I forgot to do this because at the start of the day, Mike Versace Hovercraft wanted a shout out from everyone. So say thanks, Mike. Say hi, Mike.
Hi.
Mike.
But that was a while. And also, holy crap, evil when Becca, when you only got 3 on the demon, good or evil essentially just won at that point, right? But then when Becca nominated McKay, evil didn't coordinate and like lock up the win, and it was like, oh my gosh, the door was left open.
Oh no, I was trying to look evil to McKay.
Oh, I get that, but like if evil had just raised their hand and tied it, it was over. So it went from like being 100% locked to like, oh crap, this game just got more exciting. So I appreciate
I feel
that.
like
Thank
it
you.
was going to go through, so I didn't want to support that and potentially lose it entirely. So,
but like
I figured that
But if all of evil just rose up, we would have.
If all you tied it, it would have been over at that point. But yeah, it was more exciting this way. I agree. Hey, this is Evil Steve. Thank you so much for watching Blood in the Clocktower here at the Grim. If you'd like to help us grow, please make sure you like and hit that subscribe button down below and leave a comment. It really does help. We'll have more Clocktower content coming your way soon. For now, why don't you hop on over to join.thegrim.gg and hop onto our Discord server where we run games pretty much every day of the week. And if you've never played, don't be scared. We absolutely love teaching new players. Now, in the meantime, why not check out some of these videos? Stay healthy, friends.